Hey, what's going on? It's me, Mex, and I hope you're doing good. And today, I will review Hajime no Ippo's latest chapter, which is 1386, so let's get into it. We begin with Sendo telling Vork to come sit with him for a talk, which is probably the first time I've ever seen Sendo so calm and respectful towards someone, which is surprising, and he gives me dad vibes. But he then starts yelling at Vorg, which is more suiting of Sendo and more in character, and it's kind of touching to see how Sendo felt genuine concern for Ippo, if for the spar he had with Vorg before this chapter. As we all know, Ippo may or may not have brain damage from boxing, and he started getting hammered by Vorg, after Ippo began to take over and stop Vorg's best punch. And we learn that Vorg wasn't even full power, as he's still in his weight control, which makes sense, but he still doesn't make excuses, as he feels he got beaten by Ippo, which I'm not too sure of. I feel like Vorg won the spar, but if it would have gone any longer, Ippo might have killed Vorg with the new Dempsey roll, and Vorg saying that Ippo's fixing his smallest details really makes sense, as it's easier to correct things from a third-person perspective rather than a first-person perspective, as he's a boxing coach. And Sendo and Vorg begin discussing the new Dempsey roll, which Ippo was about to use on Vorg, and it makes Vorg confused, and I wouldn't say angry, but more irritated as to why Ippo is improving so much if he's not returning to boxing. Which leads to a snappy back and forth, which is summed up as, he retired for a reason but I don't know why, which is mostly what Sendo says, and what's his reason for getting better and better if he doesn't plan on coming back, which is what Vorg basically said. And my favorite piece in this discussion is when Vor calls Ippo and Sendo friends, but Sendo replies that they are enemies, and that's just cute, because from what we have seen, they both have come a long way together, and all the evidence suggests that they really have become friends, but of course Sendo would never want to admit to it. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, or at least check out my other videos, and even though it was a shorter chapter, I really like seeing how this chapter was more character driven. And I find it a strength of this manga that even though this chapter was about Ippo, he, as the main character, didn't appear in this chapter once, but the other characters are strong enough to carry it on its own, and it's a testament to how great all the characters are. Okay, most of them. But that's it for today. This is Mex signing off. Have a good day.